Hi, I'm Bella. Here is the process of doing the word clock. Firstly, I doing the coding things. I use the Python in Raspberry Pi for coding, because it will be easy for me to run the code after all things are finished. Secondly, I did some hand-making things. I measured the position of LED strips and cut out the circles for them. There are 144 circles for 144 letters, and the circle will hold the LED light to make sure it will not affect other letters when it's light up. I used InDesign to create the matrix of letters and print out in A2 paper. Then I cut out the letters on the cardboard. It spent me a lot of time because the laser cut service in our school or RMIT or other companies, they're not open. So I can only do this by myself. After cutting out the letters, I stick the letter and the circles together and put the LED strips behind them to test. And I found it will be very dazzling to see the clock. So I cut out the sulfuric paper in circles and cover it. After this work finished, I used the paper tape to stick the LED strips on the back of the circle. The next step is to using the soldering iron to connect the strips, because I cut the strips in 12 as a group. So here's my first time to using this tool. I did a really bad job, so I redo this process again after testing with connection of Raspberry Pi. So here I follow the tutorial and connect the Raspberry Pi and the LED strips together. I used the logic level shifter to make sure it works. After the connection of LED strips, I test the Python coding on Raspberry Pi. For testing, I tried many tutorials online, but the results all failed. I don't know which part is wrong, and none of my friends know how to use Raspberry Pi. But finally, I find a seller on Taobao. It's a Chinese shopping website, and he's very kindly helped me to find the problem and fix it. After his helping, this is the first results I got from testing. There are only 3 columns light up because my bad wiring techniques. When I did the wiring things, I break the LED on letter W and I change a new one to it and test it and find more broken LED and all change a new one. So finally, I got it successfully. On this coding page, you can see there's another mode called the snake mode. It's like a game, but I didn't successfully apply the button to the Raspberry Pi, so I didn't active this mode. But the time mode can successfully run and update automatically. So this is the process of doing this word clock. Thanks for watching.